This muffler's full of cheese and will make your exhaust fumes smell blue.
Ooh.
That's right, and you can have it for the low, low price of 3 slices of American. Yeah, we're barter only here at Cheesy Mufflers.
Welcome to the PJC cast, everybody, the proud jacuzzi crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name is Dane.
My name is Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And today we have a very special guest. Adrian the Rocking Horse is joining us. Say hi, Adrian.
Hi.
Welcome to the jacuzzi tub. Thanks for joining us today.
It's warm.
It is.
And I'm happy to be here.
Oh, good. We're going to do some Would You Rathers today, where we choose 2 different things between 2 things. I don't know. They're called Would You Rathers. Look it up. If you have any Would You Rathers for us, please send them to the pjccast@gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast. But what brings you to any town today, Mr. Rocking Horse, Adrian the Rocking Horse?
Well, you know, as a rocking horse, I found myself being a little stagnant.
Oh, sure.
And I wanted to run free.
Would you say you were in a rut?
I mean, I'm a little back and forth on that one.
There it is. I knew that one was
I'll
coming
come
up
down
too.
on one side or the other at some point.
Mr. Rocking Horse, you have to stop flip-flopping on the issues. The constituents don't know which way you're going to turn next.
Probably right back to the other one. Probably back and forth. Yeah.
I'm a pretty simple creature.
Yeah.
Also, you gave my keister a splinter. I don't cotton to that.
That's not a platform that I can.
I mean, to be fair, you were doing it assless. So like,
As an American, I am free to ride a rocking horse assless.
that is true. Can't argue with that.
You have
I mean, I'm just trying to be supportive.
Yeah, that's good. Give people the fun that they deserve.
Give the people what they want.
What they want. A rockin' good time. Hey, you guys want to do some Would You Rathers?
Yes.
Hi.
Let's do it. All right. So our first Would You Rather comes to us from Sierra and Oakland. And guys, this is a barn burner.
Don't.
No,
I'm telling you,
that's
I'm
where I
building
keep
it up.
my livestock.
That's where I keep my pornography.
Also, I'd imagine you're super afraid of fire.
I
so
am terrified.
I'm sorry. The Would You Rather is, would you rather have really good smelling farts and people always know it was you, or really bad smelling farts and no one ever knows it was you?
It's very good. Burn the barn down with those
Yeah,
farts.
yeah.
Define good-smelling fart.
I think that's a case-by-case basis, Brian.
Like
yeah, what's a smell that comforts you, Brian?
baking bread.
So,
said Brian.
So, I mean, as far as farts go, the only ones I'm reasonably okay with are the smell of my own.
Well, no, it would be a generally accepted pleasant
Like a
smell.
magic.
Oh, so
it doesn't smell like farts anymore.
Oh, so I'm a freak then.
That's
I'm a
right.
freak of nature, and I've got a mutant colon that does a wrongness against nature.
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just
It
as long as I
has like a
know.
little fairy person in there, like weaving
Oh,
wheat
man.
into gold, but it's farts and
Fart
good farts.
smells.
You're really selling me on this option. Yeah. Wow. Winning me over.
You don't want a fart elf?
Oh God, don't I ever? Have you read my blog?
I haven't. Not about fart elves. But what would your favorite smell be?
I don't know.
Adrian?
I think definitely like fresh baked cookies.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
any
cookies too.
fresh baked
Yeah,
anything.
baked
Fresh
goods.
baked.
It's good.
But I think the problem is like if it's a food, then and people realize that it's your fart, that's gonna gross everyone else
Yeah.
out. So it's got to be it's got to be something that you don't eat, like a perfume.
I was thinking
some
lavender.
Like potpourri.
Yeah.
If it's lavender, then not only does it smell good, but then everyone gets a little more relaxed. Everyone's just like, oh.
Are you sure you just haven't been reading Gwyneth Paltrow's Instagram?
Well, I have, Adrian, now that you mention it.
All right.
Look at all these things I can buy for $1. But
one is a jade elf.
That's
that
right.
you put inside your butthole. That's interesting.
it does magic.
It turns into smells.
It feels like that does feel like something Gwyneth Paltrow would believe is true. Like, here's a jade elf I can stick in my butthole and it'll make my fart smell real good. Real good.
I call it divine.
You call your elf divine?
Is she the one
what
who's
she
got
calls
a?
it.
Is she the one who's got a kid named Goop?
Apple?
Apple.
Oh, okay.
Goop.
I swear.
I think that's her. Is that her site? We shouldn't be promoting it. We shouldn't talk about it.
We
no.
should write a letter to Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's gonna be beeped out. We're gonna beep that out.
Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwyneth Paltrow, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Just the name of her product, right? Her product line, her lifestyle
Product
brand.
Child product goop.
Jimmy, what would your yummy smell be?
I feel like it's like baking bread or like baking pizza.
Oh,
I don't know.
pizza farts might be pretty great.
I feel like
think-
so. Here's my thing. I feel like if everyone knew, because everyone would know, it'd be like, hey, you farted, but it's pizza, so I'm into it.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be upset because you only don't like farts because they smell.
I don't know if that's why you only don't like farts. I think people don't like farts because they don't like the concept
They
that
come out of your
there's
butt.
something touching their nerves that come into their nose that is actually part of their brain is touching like a particle that came out of your butthole.
Yeah.
I
Farty
think people
particle.
are not into that.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah, I think a big part of it's psychological.
Yeah. So how would we get over the cycle? Because this has to be a good thing. So how would the psychological bit be surmounted?
So your farts hack people's minds.
Yeah.
Go on.
Perception.
Mind hacking farts. Brain control farts.
It circumvents the logic centers of the brain that should sort of suggest to them, oh my god, now farts smell like pizza, I can never enjoy pizza again. It circumvents that somehow where they're just like, smell of pizza good.
Ooh, good smell in nose part.
So would you rather your farts smell terrible or be a neurotoxin actively damaging the brains of your friends? I think
the only way
someone has
this is
become a
work-
monster.
I think somebody has become a monster, yes.
It's all of us. It's all four of us. But I mean, there's a certain pride to a really stinky fart, isn't there?
For certain friends of ours, I think so.
Yeah, maybe when I was 14.
Yeah.
But
Not so
I
much
think
anymore.
I stopped hanging out with the right people. I fell in with the wrong crowd.
The
now-
crowd who have any personal shame.
Yeah.
Not us, but
Buzzkills.
other people. Well, I mean, if nobody knows it's you, then you're blameless. Yeah, it's like the magic ring
I want to
of
hear
invisibility.
the reasoning behind. You got to come up with how you're just with one other person only,
What are you talking about?
and you fart,
Yeah.
and no one knows it was you.
They're like, man, what's rotting in the walls?
What died?
Something died outside.
I have to go and I have to pause this movie, this film, this Netflix,
Well, I don't want to sound
and
like
investigate.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but maybe it's that your farts hack people's minds.
So on both sides, it's mind control.
Yeah.
We're causing
His
brain
farts
damage.
have nano machines.
Exactly. Nano farts.
Okay, would you rather fart clouds of nanoparticles that go into people's brains and make them think what you want them to think about your fart? Or the other one? I've talked myself to a corner.
I think those are both options. You
Right,
just
yeah, I
described
just-
both
Do
Do
options.
you want
Put 'em all
nano
together.
machines
What
or
do you
nano
want-
machines?
What do you want your farts to hack people's brains and do?
Yeah.
Is the real question.
Exactly.
Is it hack you out of existence as a potential perpetrator, or hack that smell into something delicious? Mm-hmm. What?
It's time to play another game of hack that smell.
What if the farts didn't smell like a food then? They like fresh cut grass, or like a spring breeze, or the ocean.
It's like
I don't think. I don't know.
I think I still think you're verging on some weird, like, vaguely existential horror.
Somebody shit on the wind? Oh no.
But like a good wind.
A good shitty wind.
Good
You
shit
heard
win.
those pineapple winds? Uh-oh.
Yeah. What if you just create friends that can't go to the beach anymore? They're just like, no, it's just.
I just keep
It
thinking of
reminds me of Dane.
It reminds me of
The
Dane.
beach
After
reminds
he's-
me of Dane.
Dane-
after he's eaten
buns.
burritos. Oh, it's true though.
What if you made it smell like a burrito?
No,
Oh no, that
you're
ruined
ruining
burritos.
burritos.
Oh no.
I guess from what it's sounding like, you guys, y'all want to have bad smelling farts because you don't want to like ruin things for other people, which means you have like hearts and empathy for your friends, I guess.
Well, I think it might ruin it for me too, because like I'd start having that association too, like oh, yummy chipotle adobo burrito. Oh yeah, that's my fart smell. Yeah. Maybe I'll have pizza today. Yeah, maybe I'll eat a salad.
And never. Ooh, maybe it'll start making you have healthier eating habits.
Ugh. I'll take the bad smelling fart that nobody can track me down for.
Yeah.
I'll take the predator fart. Yeah, that cause that I mean is basically win-win for me.
How so?
Because I'm ignored, which is great, and I can't be caught, which is the same thing. I'm being
Also.
repetitive. I like it.
Okay.
All right, so as a rocking horse,
Yeah.
I have taken my fair share of farts,
Sure.
and I have to say that when a fart is that bad, when it's just heinous,
Yeah.
and you can't get away from it, that's just the worst. It just ruins the mood.
Yeah.
Whatever fun thing is happening, it stops it in its tracks.
like a good playtime where somebody's just
Exactly.
going
Exactly.
rocking
If-
on you.
If someone's rocking me, someone's riding me hard, and I let something out that makes them no longer want to be riding me,
Yeah.
that is going to ruin my life in a lot of ways.
Oh. Okay.
So I think I might go for ruining grandma's potpourri for someone, or
the fresh scent of linens
or Febreze double strength or whatever.
coming out my butthole.
That's
Like
fair.
I'm fine ruining one thing for people, if it means I won't ruin a bunch of moments that I'll also have to take the heat for, even if they don't know it was me. I'm
But
responsible.
it's a guilt thing.
Yeah.
You'll be like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah, I'm not.
that was
gonna-
all me.
That's a good point.
I think I'm gonna go with the nice smelling farts, because something about fresh cut grass.
Fresh cut ass.
Yes, that's the one.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
got there. I mean, it's either that or grass. But I think fresh cut grass farts, everybody would just be like, well, it doesn't smell like fart, and it's Dane. We know it's Dane, but we can move on with our lives. Like I feel like something about fresh cut grass is surmountable in the brain parts of other people, where they're not going to be like, oh, now I can never mow the lawn again. They're not gonna fucking
Never
flip
go
out.
outside.
I'm never going near that field.
My whole yard smells like shit now. Curse you, Dane.
Or at least what I imagine Dane's shit to smell like. That's a good question.
Does it change the smell of
does
your
it-
doo-doos,
Does your doo-doo
though?
smell different? I don't think so. Because it only says
You can
farts.
cover up the smell of your doo-doo with a fart,
Right,
though.
that's right. You're your own air freshener.
Jesus.
On the upside, Dane does get to have a tramp stamp that says "My ass is grass."
That's right.
Yeah.
in this world, so I'm for it.
Finally.
Come mow me, it says.
That's a long tattoo. It's in Times New Roman, just so
wait.
it's very legible.
All the way down into the crack.
That's all the way in there.
Yep.
Center justified.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I'm picking good smelling farts also
you
because
are.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with the whole premise we've set up. I feel like if I had a real big fart and it smelled like a bakery now, everyone would be like, "Hey, thanks." Like it smells great.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be terrified. They'd just be like, give me one of these. Hey, oh. Hey, it was you. I know it was you, but thank you.
You'd be looking at a room of Fonzies.
Yeah.
What a cool fart boy. We love that cool fart boy.
Everybody, round of applause for Jimmy the Fart Boy. Yay!
Stay golden, fart boy.
Let's go turn on a jukebox. Hey.
He farts so hard on the jukebox it turns on.
It fixed it.
He does cool fart tricks. Speaking of cool fart tricks, it's Lonely Hearts, folks. Hey!
Nice transition.
Thank you. I'm the good person of transitions, you might say.
I would say that.
Lonely Hearts, folks.
Metaphor.
Yeah. Lonely Hearts, folks, where we troll through Craigslist, me and my associate James.
It's me.
And we look for people with interesting personals, and we try to make a case for them being together forever.
Would you call yourselves Craigslisternauts?
You might say that.
I would.
I definitely put on a helmet before I dive in.
Mine is entitled this week, Would You Like to Live in San Rafael? Oh. In San Rafael!
Oh.
It doesn't say
Interesting.
in San Rafael, but
Okay,
they're in San Rafael, you know.
I get it.
It kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah. That's how locations work.
It's in the Women Seeking Men. All right, she begins. Are you calm? Do you have a lot of love to give? Mm-hmm. Do you like engaging conversations?
Oh, man, I'm on board, guys.
Do other people think of you as stable and flexible? If yes,
Yeah.
if okay, good, okay.
We're all here.
If yes, I'd like to talk to you. My ideal date is someone spontaneous, and I mean really spontaneous.
Okay, well, not
like
so much.
drop everything and go to Tahoe for the weekend, see a comedy show, and drive back for work. More important than spontaneous is to be good-hearted and honest.
Wait, is Tahoe known for comedy?
I mean, how can you think of Tahoe without laughing?
You haven't. Hey.
I mean, come on, Dr. Goofy. It straddles two different states. That's pretty funny to me.
How does the lake stay there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's keeping it there? Pure comedy essence.
Think of all the pee in that lake. Speaking
Weighing it down.
Speaking of spontaneity, I have this awesome apartment in San Rafael and would love to share it. If you happen to be interested in sharing an apartment, that might be another reason to contact me.
Wait, is she looking for a roommate or?
What? It's not over yet, so who can say? Loves my dog, my family, country music, college football, to swim, to travel, parentheses, of course, it wouldn't be an online dating list without this, a winky.
Gotta have that travel in there.
Everybody loves gravel, right, guys?
I love gravel.
Things you should know. Consultant. Sexy job title, I know. Try to control yourselves, gentlemen.
She is sarcastic.
A little bit, I mean.
And she has a little butt.
No kids, never married. Good girl.
Oh.
A little.
Yeah.
Was that an editorial note?
What, you mean when I said good girl?
Oh, I hate it when
Did
you
she type
say
that?
it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Did she type
Oh,
those
boy.
words?
Yeah. Good girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all
Yes,
subliminal
in her
messages
words,
now.
yeah. A little overweight, a little bold, a little bossy, sensitive woman, wears only dresses and skirts, doesn't love sarcasm.
Wait, she doesn't?
She does not love sarcasm.
Okay. Color me surprised.
Not a big partier. I'm secretly hoping you're a morning person.
I'm secretly hoping you're a Mormon person.
I'm secretly hoping you're into butt stuff.
No, she didn't say that.
She didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm secretly hoping that though. Age 32, body curvy, hair blonde, graduate degree. Blah, 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 blah.
All the person things.
All the person things.
That a person is.
Brian, you're looking for a place to live. I can't help but remember.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Little
so
inside baseball. I did mention to my cohorts here. I'm about to be tossed out of my keister and my current living situation. I had not put two and two together when I picked this one, though. Now that you mention it,
this is
Sounds like
subliminal.
there's a little something going on there. Maybe some.
Brian,
Do I
have
hear
you
wedding
found
bells?
love?
Brian, are you a morning person?
no,
he's
not at all.
Do I need to not read mine?
Also,
Have we found love?
Also, to answer the question posed by the title, no.
No, you don't want to live in San Rafael.
No.
Little
It's
apartment.
pretty garbagey.
Is it? I've
It's
never
not
been.
great.
I don't know if I've ever
It's very close to some hiking.
It's some
It's,
good hiking.
near the meadow with my parents.
San,
Nice.
San Rafael, more like San Rafael.
See,
San Roof HE double hockey sticks.
I've never been outside of any town, so I don't actually know where this is.
Dang, you've never been outside of this tub.
I've never been outside of this tub. I am pruny.
It's born here.
I've made
die
my way
here.
here.
It's a tub full of stem cells.
Oh, gross. It's a primordial ooze more than anything.
You need 2 towels every time you get out.
I honestly, the thing that the bone I'd like to pick most with this this Craigslist ad is the fact that she doesn't want a sarcastic person after being fucking sarcastic the whole time.
There's
Besides
not enough
that,
room for that much.
it's very conflicting in my brain heart, and I think that besides that, she seems pretty normal, except for being like, hey, either fall in love with me or just live with me. This might be an apartment ad.
Yeah, that was the thing that kind of struck me. Is it's kind of like, hey, you want to date, or hey, do you want to maybe move in with
You
me?
just want to move in right now. Let's go.
It's kind of like jumping the shark, but dating. You know,
Like the Fonz. Hey,
Hey,
jump in the shark.
Hey, she'll fart on things and turn them on too.
Yeah. And here's Eric Clapton with Classical Gas.
What do we got for this lucky lady?
an extra short and sweet one.
Oh,
So I feel like there's we got to do some investigation on this one.
Oh.
All of us.
some digging.
A title is Looking for Peggy Hill.
Whoa!
I just want the character from King of the Hill.
That was the first thing I thought of too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who I assume he means. And I have nothing to go on because the body just says, looking for a lady that wants and needs attention. I am very oral and wanna will please. Are you out there? You must like to be kissed, licked, and sucked. Are you out there? Age 51.
How does that have anything to do with Peggy Hill?
I don't know. That's what we need to dive real deep web, dark web here on this deep web podcast.
Okay, so he's either looking for a specific woman named Peggy Hill who he wants to go
true.
down on,
Yeah.
or
He just wants a Peggy Hill look-alike?
or he really wants somebody who's reminiscent of Peggy Hill
woman-
from the
a
popular
woman-
TV show King of the Hill.
Where the glasses part goes like on the bottom only,
Does a little
instead of the
whoop.
top,
Kind of, yeah.
A little
like a Peggy Hill do.
She's great at Boggle
Yeah, updo and
updo.
Large,
shorts.
large feet.
Very motivated.
Motivated.
Very positive.
Okay at Spanish.
A good parent.
A good parent. She is a very good parent.
think
Mediocre at Spanish.
Mediocre at Spanish, but a pretty dang good parent.
Yeah. And who wants to receive a lot of oral pleasures.
Just all of it.
But like really bad at Spanish.
Wait, the more she wants oral pleasures, the less good she can be at Spanish? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
And how much Spanish would she be speaking while receiving the oral pleasure?
Nominal amount.
Like she thinks she's speaking a good 70%, but it's closer to 30.
Ay caramba. That's it. That's all she's got.
So this is this man's dream woman.
Well, no, we're discussing whether or not these two people would be a good match.
Well, part of that is figuring out what exactly this guy's fucking
Yeah,
looking
we don't
for,
know.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of opaque.
Well, he's
Yeah.
looking. Well, he's looking for Peggy Hill.
Yeah. In that regard, very clear. But which Peggy Hill?
So he's not asking for a lot. And she... How many criteria does she fit
Yeah.
into the Peggy Hill box?
So there's that, but also does Brian's want and need attention?
Yes.
Let's
Let's go down the checklist. Yes. I think she does.
My only other criteria from this guy is that she must like to be kissed, licked, and sucked.
So, do you have a lot of love to give? Sounds like he
Yeah,
does.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matching
Are
up
you
there.
are you calm?
This person This person doesn't use a lot of punctuation, and I feel like that's counter to.
It's
to
4
calmness.
paragraphs, and most of it is not caps locked. So I'd say he's capable.
It's capable of
not
calm.
unlikely.
The internet has lowered the bar.
Yeah.
Certainly
On
has.
calmness.
It's not all in caps.
Do you like engaging conversations? Well, he likes talking about going down on Peggy Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do other people think of you as stable and flexible?
Oh, see.
Who in this room thinks of this guy as stable and flexible?
None of us. I don't think any of us do. That's a box that's going to be left unchecked.
Yeah. Is he homeless?
I don't think he's homeless, but I bet he'd want to move in for oral pleasures.
How far does he live? How far away does
How
he live?
far does he live?
Pretty far.
Okay.
This is in Oregon.
All right.
Oregon. I bet he'd want to move to the Bay
For Bay.
for that Bay.
For Peggy Hill.
For
The
his Peggy Hill.
one true Bay.
Peggy Hill isn't terribly curvy. She's got
Really?
mom bod.
I mean,
She got some hips on her.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. You know, I'd say she's kind of curvy. She's not blonde though.
She is not blonde.
This is very much blonde.
She's 3 not blondes. And I said, hey, yeah, Peggy Hill. I said, Peggy Hill.
So, Adrian, I don't know if you knew this about the show, but Dane likes to sing.
Too.
It's kind of
Sometimes we'll just let him spin his wheels until he gets real
And I
tuckered
wait
out.
sometimes and I try to find my
And then we
Peggy
tuck him
Hill
into
and
bed.
And I get real high.
it's
and I
like having a 2-year-old.
sing at the top of my lungs, where's Peggy Hill?
Kind of let him work it out.
Dane, honey, have a cookie and calm down.
Okay.
Don't give him sugar. You know how he gets.
You're right, a cheese stick then.
Jeez. Can you do it? You did it. I don't think we found love here.
No, I don't think
They're
so.
not quite. They're not quite clicking.
They're
for
not
Me.
clicking.
She's not Peggy Hill. I mean, let's be honest here.
She's no Boggle champion, and he's no Zen master.
He's
Hit and a miss, and a miss and a hit.
and a miss, and a miss, and a miss. Adrian is eating a cookie and staring
next
Dane
segment-
straight in the eyes.
Our next segment is a Would You Rather from Adrian.
You wait till I have my mouth full.
You waited to eat the cookie. I was like, no, this. I was like, no.
All right. So
So
earlier today, I went to the playground and I saw one of those horses on a spring,
oh yeah.
and we got to talking.
Made a
and I felt like
fiberglass.
there was a little bit of a connection.
Ooh.
But I texted her later, and she did not feel the same way.
Oh, I'm sorry to
So
hear that. Adrian.
my would you rather is inspired by that experience.
Interesting.
So
I think this is the first Would You Rather we've gotten that is derived from very real life circumstances
that really happened.
that actually happened
Yeah.
today in this very day.
Based on a true story.
Yeah. This is like a lifetime special of a Would You Rather.
That you know what I have always wanted my life to be described that way as a lifetime original. Lifetime.
Stormy Daniels as the spring horse.
All right. Yeah, hit us with it, man.
So, would you rather, when you walk around in the world, everyone who you are actually romantically compatible with, they have like a little glow to them.
Oh,
And
interesting.
so you can see who you would get along with,
Like
you
an
would be able
aura.
to date an aura, exactly.
Right.
An
Like a,
aura.
like a big bright siren.
Okay, maybe for you.
Sure. I mean, you're the only one that can see it, so
Okay.
sure. It could be whatever you want. It could be one of those little Sims diamonds for you,
Yes.
Jimmy.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're such a fucking nerd.
I love The Sims. I don't.
Or
Yeah.
would you rather that all of those people see you and they just think, oh, there's something about that person. There's something about
There's an aura
and they see
around
an
you.
aura. It wouldn't be weird.
Halo.
There's something about you, though. Which
Like Beyonce
would you
said.
rather?
Would they be acting on it?
I don't think there's any guarantee there.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that they'd act on it.
Now, do you
There's
know?
a lot more of them than there is of you.
Turn into an Axe commercial.
Do you know that they see an aura about you? Like, do they ever mention it, or is it just like?
I mean, maybe you can pick it up from their actions, but no, they probably wouldn't tell you because they're not necessarily 100% aware of it.
Oh, so it's more
It's
subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle
for them. Is it as
Just-
subtle
they're
for
just
us
compelled. you
when
know?
we're seeing other people? Is it?
No,
is it-
you understand. You know what's happening.
Okay.
But
See, I feel like that would be tough to do when you find somebody and commit to them, because then, you know, you've got your person that you're in love with, but then you're still seeing all these auras floating around you, and it's like, hey, there's all these opportunities around you. Like, are you going to be happier over there? Who knows? Right? Guys?
Or what if you really fell for somebody who you didn't have that glow with? Isn't that like an awful sort of feeling, you know?
Man, would you
Just
follow through though
knowing.
if you knew?
In knowing me, yeah, probably.
I know this is wrong, but
The most
I can't help it.
The most attractive thing I can see in a woman is
Her
like
boobs.
seeing that they're absolutely not interested in me whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is yes.
That
There's a
really
subreddit
revs
for
your
that.
engine.
not that I know anything about that.
What is that subreddit?
I don't know. I made it up.
Okay.
Shitty human being .reddit. I don't know.
We're all Brian's.
Reddit.
We're all
I don't know how
are,
Reddit works.
are all Brian's.
All Bryans. It's the All Bryans subreddit.
Oops, all Brian's.
Whoops. We filled this subreddit up with all Brian's.
It's full.
Nobody will buy it. Please, somebody do something.
There's too many Brian's in this subreddit.
Everybody's leaving Reddit in droves just because this one really bad one.
next week, everyone will be performing in a Brian mask, and will have used the jacuzzi to recode their DNA.
That's right.
To be Brian.
It's going to be like being John Malkovich, but it's being Brian Warlock.
Ouch.
Brian.
Man.
Brian.
You thought 2018 couldn't get worse, folks. There you go.
What were you thinking about? What were you leaning towards?
Thinking about.
What are you even
I-
thinking about, Rocky Horse?
Like I said, I came up with this on the way over here.
Right.
So I hadn't had a lot of time to think of it.
Clarifying question. Is it only in person, or if you're swiping on Tinder,
Oh,
you see
yeah.
that little glow?
Ooh.
Like, does photographic evidence support your claims of connectivity?
Just any photo, like you're looking at like old, like
old.
you're like,
gosh.
Grandma,
Me and
who's
Grandma
that? Who's that woman with
Would have
you?
really gotten along. Oh,
Oh, man.
Yeah,
that's
it's-
weird.
Oh my God, is it all ages?
Oh,
It's all, of course.
Oh no.
Well, that wouldn't be good.
No.
Of course
course.
it's all ages.
Well,
oh no.
Visiting your grandma in the old folks' home. Look at all that
I mean,
glowing.
you know,
oh my God.
That manor house is
Let's
just lit
say-
up like a Christmas tree.
Let's say, for the purposes of keeping your podcast available on all platforms, it's 18 and over.
Okay, great.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
That-
Keeping
No,
our
yeah, that's
podcast
good.
from getting
That's
us all
good.
arrested.
Yeah, that's good.
We're on lists already, guys. Come on. We're already there. I think we killed Ash Ketchum once. Ash Ketchum. Anyway,
Ass catch him.
the best
Sorry,
part about
earthquake.
Pokemon is that you keep getting older and they stay the same level.
All right.
All right. But I think with other people seeing my certain something, my twinkle in my eye goal,
Twinkle dinkle.
when people approach me, I'd just be like, I think I know what you're about. I think
And you'd be angry about
I
it.
kind of would.
How
I
would you be angry about it? Wait,
I
because
guess I don't know. Some
your
instinct.
first interaction with someone who you're deeply romantically compatible with would be you're irritated at them.
So it would be. I think my instinct would be like, what do they want from me? Not
Your
like
love.
right? But I don't know that specifically.
So wait. So you said he doesn't. We wouldn't know that this power had been activated just in a general sense, or that we wouldn't know which women,
You just wouldn't know which.
or just anyone.
I guess you wouldn't know
I'd
which
always
people.
I'd always be like, I don't. Is this? I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust other people's interactions with me because I wouldn't know if it's a compatible one or if somebody's just trying to get on my good side or like what. Like it would just ooh. But then the temptation. So I don't know. This is a hard one.
Temptation.
It's a difficult
Tell us more
one.
about that.
Of all the glowy ones.
Tell us about that deep voice temptation.
And then the temptation.
one more time.
Do temptation. Different band. It's different.
Do you remember what I mentioned about the singing? Yeah.
Talking about them temptations. Thank you, Rocking Horse. But no, the temptation of and then your whole idea of what is and isn't starts getting rocked when like dogs and plants and like clouds start glowing, and you're like, oh no, I'm gonna be romantically compatible with this Christmas tree. Oh no!
I mean,
Is this
until
a
New Year's Eve.
Is this a superpower, or are you schizophrenic?
I think Dane's been in the tub too long.
Pretty pruny.
And then it's like, man, I gotta rethink my whole identity because I'm gonna be compatible with this pill bug.
I'm gonna be a tree fucker.
I was gonna say, man, the knot hole in that oak is glowing.
Not the rest of it.
It's a glowy hole.
I have to investigate with my dick.
So I don't know. I got to think about this, guys. You talk. I can't.
I think for me, no. So it boils down to sort of the like I don't want to fucking approach people,
Right.
because it's like, oh, we might be compatible, but I have to say hello. I have to introduce myself.
Yeah.
Man, that's not.
There's a lot of pressure.
That's not easy. I'm like, hey, we might be good. What's up? Ooh, that's not a pickup line that ever works. Hey,
We might be good.
So you have like a glow?
What do you mean by that?
You got
We
like a
might be
glow
good?
about you. Here's my number. I know nobody does that anymore, but here it is. It's got the area code 555. Just hit 5 a bunch.
Here's my Instagram account.
Versus the other one. I have so many followers on Instagram.
Do you?
Versus the other one, I don't.
Speaking of
But
which,
if I picked the other one, I would. 'cause
follow
they'd
us
see
on
me
Instagram at the PJC Cast and
at Instagram.com
at it.
using
the
the
place.
hashtag comedy.
Sure.
The other one would just be like, even if nothing came of it, be like, oh, what a nice, friendly little conversation.
I was so compatible with that person.
That was great. Maybe I'll talk to them again. Maybe I won't. But I don't have to, like, it just sort of comes to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be heartening.
Yeah. I'd
to
be
just
like,
have people come up to you and just interact with you in a friendly way.
just
Yeah.
so popular.
It would be
And it would all be- and-
socially fulfilling.
Well,
Yeah.
and according to the magic, like, they'd all be, they'd be people I'd get along with.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be like this awkward fucking bullshit, you know? Of like, oh, we don't talk to you
Social
about
interactions would become much easier
with certain people.
with certain people. The right kind of people. Oh. I didn't like how that sounded.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that one out.
Probably not.
Gonna have to double
I'm
it
not
up.
involved in the editing. I just showed up here.
You just rocked on
Back
over.
and forth.
Solid wood.
That's what they say about me.
What they say about Adrian the Rocking Horse. He's solid wood.
Get in the saddle.
Please.
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 I'm a polite rocking horse.
You have a glow about you.
Somebody pick something, for God's sakes.
Brian, how do you feel? You haven't.
Weigh in on this.
I was just so deeply, pensively eating a cookie. Sorry. God, I don't know, because like kind of like Jimmy, like I do sort of like, I kind of like being pursued a little bit. I sort of like that. At the same time, though, I also have had like a lot of like frustration over like figuring out whether like I can really get it to work with a person, you know, like like having the bing, compatibility, then I would know at least that like this person can be into me. And like there've been so many times where I'm like, is that her being interested, or is that her just being giddy, or
those giddy broads.
Yeah, don't get me started about them giddy broads. Sorry,
gross.
I'm very sorry. I'm very very sorry. Very sorry.
That was awful.
Powerful, great acting. I'm not actually a monster.
He's a great actor.
I have to get the spittle off of my face. No, all right, I'll wait.
Sorry.
I'll wait.
Thank
Wait
God
to
you're-
wipe. Wait to wipe.
Thank God you're varnished, right?
And in a hot
Right.
tub.
Right. Right.
Swelling up.
I think I would choose being able to perceive the glow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Perceive the glow.
Like they've both got like drawbacks to them.
Yeah.
And like I think the big
And
drawback.
advantages.
The big drawback of like seeing the glow is knowing when a person isn't compatible with you, and if you're still attracted to them, because
Right.
like compatibility isn't necessarily like criteria for being attracted to a person, as I'm sure we've all experienced. Some people just like are great and you really wish you could be with them, but it just, that you're just not their thing, and you got to kind of accept that. You got to suck it up.
Don't I know it, Brian?
Having
Brian.
a magical power that
Brian.
tells you that, that's just, I don't know. That would just be salt in the wound, but
Yeah.
I think it would be worthwhile in other ways.
Okay. So other people would see you as
Getting money out of wealthy widows.
There you go. Good on you.
I can see that we're compatible. It'd make us even more compatible if I had a Ferrari.
Oh, of course, dear. Let me get you that. Because I love you so much immediately.
Let's make it a Ferrari full of Madeline cookies, too. Thanks, Betsy. Love you.
Love
Here's
you
a
too.
$10 bill. Don't spend it all on the Ferrari.
So you'd see the glow. I think
I'd see the glow.
I would be glowy myself. Not only would it satisfy my need to be the center of attention, because people would pay attention to me more for that. Oh, I love it. But I think the glow, seeing other people having the glow, would be too much pressure. Like, it'd just be like, again, oh man, I'm all the lost opportunities. I don't know if I'd be able to get over that. Just, and if it doesn't work, just like practically, because that person lives somewhere else, or is moving away, or that person's in a relationship, or X, Y, and Z. I think the heartbreak of knowing that I wouldn't be able to even have a chance with somebody who I may be really compatible with would be too hard on my poor little psyche. So I think I would have the added benefit of everyone paying attention to me.
Something just occurred to me.
Yes, sir.
Well, what would be the most horrible thing about both of these?
Yes.
People change a lot over their lifetime.
Oh
and,
no, the
there's-
glow fades.
What if the glow fades? In either case,
Yeah.
that's like a really shitty little visual. Like,
Oh, this is it.
oh,
We are not the same people we were in our 20s.
no,
Our 20s. We got to work on that glow.
we've
Gotta get that glow back.
Gotta
It's the
shine
plot
it
of
up.
Austin Powers 2.
We've
sort of.
We've blown apart.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Jimmy, what would you do?
So I'm not.
What
so
what
I'm
would you
picking
do?
glow myself. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go glow myself right now. But before I talk about it, I just want to point out how rad it would be to choose the other option. And like, I don't know, maybe you're like watching TV. You see like a like a celebrity, like a Madonna, and you just see like, you just give yourself a little fist pump, like, yeah, we get along. Yeah, with Madonna.
Put that
Me and Betty White.
Rush Limbaugh.
Oh yeah, that could be terrible. It could be really terrible. Just looking at a White House press briefing
Oh no.
and being like, oh, I guess
That's
the brightest person I've ever seen is Sarah Sanders Huckabee. That's not good.
Ooh, what does it say about me and or
I
them?
guess
Ooh.
me and Jared Kushner.
Okay.
Great couple we'd be.
so another double-ended
gonna go
sword.
Push in the cush.
Oh,
Yeah, Brian.
getting in that deep purple.
But I'm picking glow myself.
Okay, you're gonna glow yourself.
Yeah. Because then I would be sad that I couldn't date Rush Limbaugh.
Nobody wants to be that sad.
It's too sad for me.
Oh God.
But yeah, it's kind of like what Dane was going about. It. People would approach me to make it easier, and then I would have all the power.
Power mad new god. Adrian the Rocking Horse. Answer your own would you rather, would you?
Rather?
I think I would rather see the glows on other people.
Okay.
And I think that's because...
You're a merciless predator.
that's right. As all rocking horses...
Are deep down.
They don't
I
tell you that in
usually,
school.
usually stalk people in dark alleys, corner them, and then beg them to ride me. You can't make them.
No.
Just as you can
Consent's
lead a
important.
horse to water, you can also just
Lead a rider to a rocking horse.
That's right. So yeah, I think I've had a lot of issues where I'm very physically attracted to someone else, and this would help offset that.
Okay, so
Where
you
I'd see
make better
someone
choices.
I'm very physically attracted to, but they don't got that shine.
yeah,
So I'm just gonna let them pass me by.
no stars upon thars.
That's right. So
Dr.
I think
Seuss
that-
reference.
saying,
That was a
yeah.
Dr. Seuss reference.
that's my answer.
Good answer. That was a good would you rather. Thank you,
That was
Adrian.
very good.
Yeah, that was good. Round of applause for Adrian.
Hey.
Thank you.
But that leads us into our next segment.
Oh,
Jimmy,
which one's that?
Jimmy, are you clapping now, or are you doing other things? Oh no! Oh, not in the hot
I'm just
tub.
thinking about the Mary fuck kill we're about to do.
Dane wins. Dane wins.
Mine's extra juicy because the hot tub.
Because Mary fuck kill.
Oh, it's Mary fuck kill time.
It's extra juicy.
Juicy.
So what are we doing, Mary fuck kill?
Are we pulling out of that primordial ooze?
Okay, enough moaning.
Too juicy.
Makes its own gravy.
Oh no!
Disgusting.
All of this. I regret this whole podcast. I cancel the podcast. The podcast canceled.
Anime was a mistake. Marry, fuck, kill, where we have three people and/or things. Which marry one, fuck one, and kill the third one.
Got it.
This week we have some royalty in our midst.
Oh boy.
We have
Take out the fine china.
King Arthur, King Kong, and the Burger King. Marry, fuck, kill.
Fuck, man. Burger King is one freaky motherfucker, right?
He has
Yeah.
been in this segment before. He's a creepy motherfucker.
Yeah, the Burger King. Yeah, in this in the more contemporary stuff. Yeah,
Because he just smiles and he stares.
he's got
And he gives you a sandwich.
He's got an unmoving plastic face mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think in fiction that he's wearing a mask, or is that supposed to be his real face?
I think in fiction he's just kind of like a mask, like a traditional mascot. So I guess it's
So it's a mask then.
It's
not
a mask,
his real
yeah.
face. Is that more or less disturbing?
more.
I don't know. Yeah. He's like, it's like, is that a face or is that your mask? And he says yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, does he say words?
No, he
He
doesn't.
just
he
sneak
never-
kings up behind you.
Yeah.
He sneak kings, and then he gives you a quarter pounder with cheese.
That's
That does
McDonald's.
sound actually pretty great.
He gives
I-
you what you want.
A Whopper.
A big ol' whopper of a
Whatever they're
sandwich.
called.
Yeah.
A Wendy's square cut. Wait, shit.
No, wrong one. King Kong, big old monkey man.
Yeah.
He's the biggest monkey man. There is none bigger than
But
him.
he treats you real good, like he treats that lady he's always stealing.
He
Yeah.
doesn't get consent though. He doesn't.
He doesn't understand
consent,
what
and
consent
that's
is.
important.
Even in like really rough, kinky BDSM stuff, consent is even more important.
Especially.
Especially with a
especially.
King Kong.
And when you're dealing with King Kongs who could literally like crush you,
Yeah.
you gotta have a safe word.
Yeah.
So
But it seems like the theme of all those movies, though, is that the world at large is not consent oriented, and that this creature
a
is
typification of that.
yeah, this creature is kind hearted and the only one that has an excuse to not understand consent.
Because it's not human.
Yeah, right. So so it seems like
It's an interesting flip.
in most of the King Kong films. Like he's the most tender-hearted character, right?
Right. When it comes to that one person, everybody else can die.
Everyone else can.
Everyone
Can
else
and will.
Yeah, those
swatted.
two jets can get smashed together. Like
Yeah. Like a bird of a
Like
feather.
fighter jets.
yeah, like jets getting smashed together.
Like
Metaphors are
jacuzzi
not my
jets.
strong suit.
And then you got the classic absentee lover, King Arthur, who's like, I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. Listen, lover buns.
I have a very large sword.
The Lord
probably.
needs me to go do this thing.
Yeah,
and
but while
find
I'm gone, here, hang out with my friend.
my super hot, attractive
Doesn't
friend.
sound bad. Doesn't sound bad.
So you're thinking this is kind of a package deal where when Arthur leaves, you and Lancelot get to bumping uglies?
I mean, like, it seems
It's a two
like...
for one.
You
It
get to
seems like
lance
that's what
a
you
lot.
get.
Yeah.
That's his name.
It's in his name.
Yeah.
He lances a lot.
Yeah.
You know, Lancelot was added in by French authors before Le Mort d'Arthur, was written by a Frenchman. There was not a French super good at fighting, super hot knight who fucked the king's wife.
Way to ruin my fantasy.
It's
Way
not
to
ruined.
you-
It's fucking
It's
hilarious. I mean,
All right.
Brian fixed it.
As long as it's not ruined.
when you look at it in hindsight, it kind of makes a lot of sense.
That the French did that.
I forget the name of the writer, but yeah, like it was specifically a
His
Frenchman.
name was Lancelot, also.
Monsieur Cacole.
Yeah, it was like, you know what this you know what this classic story needs? The perfect French boy.
More perfect than your English kings.
He will have a narrow face, and he will eat long, thin breads. He will wear armor that is black and white striped. And he will smoke while he is on horseback.
Don't forget, he has a cock like a bigot.
Baguette
Don't
cock.
forget.
A baguette cock. That's our French impression. For all you Frenchmen.
In case you couldn't tell.
Just to be specific. Classic, would you rather? Or
That's
Classic.
what is the thing? That's the,
The
PJC,
PJC
special.
promise.
PJC promise.
we'll explain every joke. Anyway.
Cutting all this out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. What about this?
I was waiting for a fart.
Oh man, is it gonna smell like fresh baked cookies or fresh
I
cut
hope
grass?
not.
Cut grass.
I hope it's not. Cut. I don't like the smell of cut grass.
Guys, I'm not gonna fart in here.
Don't say that like you haven't.
Guys.
Wait,
Come on, I'm not
these
gonna-
jets are off.
Uh-oh.
But the
You mean this
jets
whole
are
time?
on.
This whole time, the tub's actually been filled with champagne?
Thank you,
French.
Lancelot.
Lancelot brought the bubbles. Yeah, I mean, he is a good and true king, though. Arthur is. He's a good and true king. A little single-minded.
But he's good and he's true.
Yeah.
He's never false,
He is the rightful king of England.
says God, probably.
Right. Or whatever wizard Merlin man
And that sword he
follows.
has, it talks to him.
Does it?
No,
didn't know that.
it doesn't.
It does.
It not classically, no.
Oh, hey, it's Damp Blanket Brian coming to
I really
fucking
love.
rain on the
I really
parade.
love the Arthurian myth. I was hugely into it as a young man. Pardon me if you guys are fucking wrong.
All right. Thank you for partnering me.
It sang songs.
Did it
Tub
sing
got,
songs?
Tub got
To
a little warm.
all of England.
Brian really loves wizards, so I think this has something to do with it.
Does Merlin age backwards in the original?
Is he Benjamin Button?
I forget
Tell
if
me-
that's classically part of the
Or-
Was
movie.
Benjamin
or
Button
does-
a movie
does he
about
age
Merlin?
backwards, or does he experience time backwards? Which is it?
Oh.
His dick grows backwards, so it's actually getting deeper into himself. So he's fucking himself as he gets older.
Wow.
Aren't we all?
Majestically.
Hey! PJC promise.
Yeah, I forget if that's classically part of the story with Merlin. I know it's pretty. I know that in old versions of the story, he's supposed to be half demon, he's supposed to be half the child of Satan. But he's one of the good guys.
Neat.
Yeah.
So that's heartening.
That's good.
We're not bound by our parentage. I think that's a good moral for the story to have.
He contains depths.
Because of the dick.
Because of the dick, you
Growing
see.
into him.
Yeah, it's growing into him. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the sword doesn't talk to him classically. I think in different, cartoons it might have.
Oh, man.
Cartoons which are not canon.
Oh, because it's because the sword is French, so it only mimes to him.
Right. Is it actually cutting that guy in two? No. Just a trick of the perspective.
Got me again.
Oh, man.
Damn it, Excalibur!
Put me in a box. I can't get out. I'm pretty convinced. I'm not gonna try, but I bet I can't move from this spot.
Was that sword just crushed by a piano? I think it was.
It's stuck in a box now. Whoa. What a talented sword. It talks also, I hear.
In some versions.
Look at the heavy winds that are blowing against it. Oh my god! Oh no! It's just doing tricky body movements to make it look like it's being blown
That
upon by a
sword
great
is
wind.
leaning into the wind.
Oh, that sword is great at that.
Look it's going downstairs. I didn't even know there was a staircase behind that tree.
Have we even invented stairs yet? I don't know.
Look at that waist-high thing that he's going downstairs behind. That's hilarious.
It's gotta be a trick sword. It's a rubber sword. Nope, I'm dead now. Whoops.
I was stabbed to death.
Oh my god.
Tricky Excalibur.
You got me with that long play.
I mean, if
what it's called, yeah.
if you end up with King Arthur, then you get that tricky Excalibur with it also. You get a lot of perks.
Package a deal.
You get like
And what a deal it is.
Long blade for the long game.
You
There
get
you go.
Merlin, you get Excalibur, and the main vein, Mr. King Arthur, for the low price of one choice.
one choice of this merry fuck up. And of course Lancelot for all the porkins.
Yeah, pork him.
King Kong, I don't know if you get many benefits besides just having a big hairy dude
You get a
dominate
kaiju
you.
with you.
Just really just lay into you and show you who's boss.
Could be fun.
No, keep going.
Keep going.
That's all I had. I didn't have any more.
Going.
I can't.
Wow.
You have a
I climaxed, okay? I came to the end. I came at the end.
I hope you've enjoyed the last episode of the Proud Jacuzzi Crew.
there's nowhere to go but down.
It's been real fun making it and breaking it, as our Frank
and
can attest to.
we have broken it this episode.
One of us has broken it.
1 year and 1 week later. 2 years and 1 week later.
Wow.
Happy anniversary,
We forgot
everybody.
to mention it. Last week's episode was 2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary.
So this week is a 2-year and a 1 week anniversary.
This is the classically aluminum anniversary where
Yeah.
you get each other things made
Soda
of aluminum.
cans.
So everybody has a soda can.
I know you love Diet Dr. Pepper, so I got you a can of that. And you got me a can of Crush, which I love. Thank you, baby.
And now I'm crushed
And also, Jimmy hates soda.
emotionally.
Soda did very bad things to him in college.
Killed my wife.
Is your wife
I can never
the
look
Burger
at
King?
the Dr. Pepper the same way again.
Burger King. Just a god-awful mess.
Sneaky.
We're all
It's really sneaky.
we're all gonna kill the Burger King, right?
he's terrifying. He's so scary.
The only
I
perk-
never want to roll over in bed in the middle of the night and see that looking at me.
those unblinking eyes.
I will just scream.
The one
Every
good
time.
thing, one good thing is he's always got a hot sandwich for you. Always.
That is nice.
It's
like-
nice. You're like, oh man, I'm a wee bit peckish, and then he's like,
Please give me an entire Whopper.
How does he always have it, though?
he's magic.
How does he always have it?
Sneaky magic.
He pulls it out of his head.
His oven of holding.
It's not right. It's not right.
It's a cape full of Whoppers.
That's right. Whopper cape.
I'll bet he smells awful.
Awfully delicious.
I'll bet he smells like he's been in a Burger King forever.
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 The primordial Burger King.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Where all burgers come from and all burgers shall go again.
Fucking lingering fatty meat smell. Like fucking questionable produce.
You think that his head is shiny from like shellac or lacquer? No, that's grease.
all fry grease.
It's grease.
It's airborne fry grease
That's
that
right.
has stuck to him.
He
He reverse perspires it.
he's like a fry grease frog. He just absorbs it through
Slowly
his
absorbs
skin.
it.
Give it to me.
You
Moisturize me.
You think for a second he's actually changing like the like appearance on it. Like you think he's actually like smiling. He's
Yeah.
actually like doing something with his face, and it's just his face running. For the grease of his face is just like melting, and he's like.
Don't look at the arc.
Yeah, just
or else you're the Burger King.
Marion.
Slowly, he's just slowly like entering an ayahuasca trip. Every time you look at his face for more than like 4 seconds at a time.
Marion, don't look in the drive-through. Marion,
Don't look in the
don't look.
What?
Whatever you do. Okay, so
into a
yeah,
pillar of salt.
I'll go. I'd kill the Burger King. Yeah.
No kidding.
Kill the Burger King. Yeah, because like for all of the reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't need even go into it because we all did.
Okay.
You know, group therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd kill the Burger King. I'm guessing
Sure.
probably all of us. And then the hard part is really which one of the other two do you fuck? I mean,
You want both of them.
I think I would fuck.
Go on.
I would fuck.
You would.
I would fuck. I think I would fuck King Kong.
Okay.
Because like he is a gentle giant, but he does die. There is a certain tragedy to him that is attractive.
sad.
He's like the boy in the plastic bubble, you know. He's like he's got a beautiful soul, and he's just too
But he's full of disease.
too precious for this world, he's full of diseases.
The star that burns twice as hot.
Will die of beggar's croup. And yeah, like, and fucking him would be all the more poignant and beautiful.
Sure.
And I would marry the King Arthur and be a part of legend.
I'm surprised you had a hard time with that decision.
Well, because like maybe I'd want to fuck King Arthur too. I mean, like the other thing is like fucking. I mean, maybe if I was married to King Kong, maybe if I was married to King Arthur, I'd want to cuckold him. That was the thing that kind of occurred to me is like, what if I end up fucking slut? You know,
Monsieur Cuckold.
you know, that dreamy Frenchman who's the best at everything. Don't mind if I do.
How much? A lot. Yeah, I would kill the. No, I would actually. I'm gonna do an upset here, and I'm gonna fuck the king. And
I'm upset.
Let me tell you why. Just depravity. Just if you're gonna go dirty, just go all the way.
I don't think this would be the good kind of depravity.
So he's got a mask on. That's kind of kinky. And then he's like slippery with oils. No matter what kind of oils, they're still oils, and he's all slippery. And then after you're done, you get a sandwich, which I'm totally down for.
And before.
And
During.
So
just getting full burgers.
Where's he putting all them burgers?
Shush.
I don't want to yuck your yum.
No, I know. I get it. I mean, I did it on purpose.
This is depravity, like fucking a serial killer depravity. That's all
I don't know.
saying.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying.
to you. For me, it would be the thing that I said, which is not that. And then I would, yes, marry King Arthur. And like hang out with Merlin all the time, and like King Arthur's hardly even there, and it'd be the beautiful British Isles, and I'd have a castle. Come on, I'd have a castle.
Your husband would have a castle.
My husband would have a castle that we would own together because we're both men, and we both own property in those laws. Anyway, and then I would kill the King Kong because I don't want countless civilians to die by his rage. And also, I don't want to go inside of a giant monkey dick. Because that's the only way he'd be able to fuck you is by sounding the monkey.
Talk about depravity.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Or you could get inside his big old butthole.
I guess, and
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
that
Or you could
either.
Or it could
Just
be
crawl around,
Or it could just be
Dane.
sensual massage. You could like sword fight with King Kong.
I wouldn't be able to surmount him,
There's all kinds of ways to, you know,
You give him a hug job.
let alone mount him. I don't think I could hug that
There are many.
hog.
I think there are many ways to find pleasure with the King Kong.
I don't think there is. I'm going to kill him and save countless lives in the process. Okay?
Your loss.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
You've been yucking my yum for the last 5 minutes.
Decadence.
Jimmy, you want to go?
I think.
No, let's have the rocking horse go.
Yeah.
All right.
Adrian the rocking horse.
Ooh. All right. This is hard. I think.
We know we've been talking about sexy things. Ooh, it is.
I don't
tough.
know. Yeah, it's a tough one. So
I find if you just start talking.
let me just talk you through my process.
Yeah.
my thinking, and it's part of me. I want to marry King Arthur because I think that if he wants to go on his Grail quest, get on horseback, go on his Grail quest, he's going to be tempted to just get on me.
Oh, because you are a rocking horse.
I am a rocking horse.
Interesting.
Maybe he'll take me along.
Yeah,
on his quest, and that would be a fun adventure.
that's true. Because rocking horses don't actually get to go many places.
Yeah. On second thought,
Yeah.
he left his beloved Guinevere, and so maybe he's just not that attentive a partner.
That's true.
And if there's anything the other two are, it's
Very
attentive.
So intense eye
think
contact always.
I might have to kill King Arthur.
Oh,
just
wow.
not a good partner in any way.
Yeah.
Le Morte Arthur. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Monsieur Cacor.
it might be death to Arthur.
Yeah.
Very
Very contrarian.
I don't think that King Kong would make a very good long-term partner.
Right.
I just don't think we'd have a lot to talk about.
Oh, also pragmatic. You're about to tip that apple cart right over.
So I think I'd marry the Burger King.
What?
And I wouldn't have to feel the guilt of being the insensitive partner that says, "Hey, would you make me a sandwich?"
You're right, because there's the sandwich.
Literally, the sandwich is always already there.
Oh my god!
And I didn't even ask for it. And this is this person's purpose in life.
Yeah.
The thing that they love is making these sandwiches and delivering them to me. So I don't feel
or pulling
like
them out
the
of some
oppressor.
like hamburger
any way.
dimension or something.
Out of his hamburger unmentionable.
There is something kind of poetic of that Burger King riding a rocking horse too. I think like the artifice
Every
of his
Christmas.
That
head.
seems correct.
Yeah.
Every Christmas, it seems like we would send out our Christmas cards, and everyone would see us, and they would think we were the happiest.
Yeah, the
couple.
happiest one. You'd win Christmas.
Yeah, we'd win Christmas every year.
Great. All right, so you'd kill Arthur, you'd marry the king, and then you'd.
And I guess I would fuck King Kong. Because that's what's left.
Yeah, that's the. It's tough with these ones.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It will be hard.
But I mean, I've always wanted to have sex someplace with a great view, and the top of the Empire State Building seems like
Doesn't
as
get better
good
than that.
a place as any.
Yeah, the vista that you would behold. Jimmy, go ahead.
Now I wanted Adrian to go before me because I was gonna upset the apple cart.
Oh,
But now we're gonna high five
Yeah.
because I'm marrying the king, the Burger King.
shit!
Because listen, he's so sneaky. He could teach me so many things about being very sneaky.
Robbing banks. Maybe.
Rob a bank by sneaking. Of course, he could do that.
He could rob a bank.
He reaches behind his back and pulls out a fucking Whopper lockpick that he's crafted out of his own essence or whatever.
burgerness.
That's his My Hero Academia quirk is burgers, burger power.
Just like he Green Lanterns ground beef into anything he wants.
Fast food will.
And I just think it'd be real funny. It'd be the most hilarious marriage.
Yeah.
And then I'm fucking King Arthur, mainly because I don't want to fuck a 10 to
monkey.
20 to 30 varying size story tall monkey man.
Yeah. This is a choice of avoidance.
A little bit, but I mean, I don't know. King Arthur's probably all right at it.
I'm sure he's great at it. He's the king.
The Great King.
What do the old stories tell of his
Pray
sexual
tell.
prowess,
They
Brian?
don't tell much.
Oh no.
Not much at all.
Did you
Interesting.
do it with the Lady of the Lake?
Did he? Did he?
What didn't he do?
Did he do it?
Well, let's just say she got her hands all over his sword.
Oh,
Oh, ew.
literally, she gave it to him.
Yep.
quite
It was a
literally.
gift.
Yeah, it was a gift.
Willingly given. Consent's important.
She got all wet.
Our last Would You Rather comes to us from Kristen in Pleasant Hill, and Kristen asks,
Hey.
would you rather always be in third place at something that you aspire to, or always be first place in something that's a little embarrassing? where like, if somebody starts talking about it in mixed company, you're like,
But
okay.
like you're a master butter churner? Or like what is...
butter carver.
Like the kind of thing that like your mom is so immensely proud of you for being good at,
Right.
but like you don't want her to talk about it in front of your friends.
Right.
Like what's the when you stitch sayings and hoops? What is that?
Oh
Cross
god,
stitch.
needlepoint.
Needlepoint, yeah.
Yeah. So needlepoint.
He was a master needlepointer in college, and he's still excellent at it.
He got first place.
We've got a shrine of needlepoints that he's made.
Shrine of needlepoints.
Shrine.
Just an entire converted like a yurt in the backyard
He's
where
got a-
every surface.
He's got a needlepoint yurt of all his favorite Ninja Turtles and Battle Toads.
He is the best at carving driftwood into phalluses. He just makes
He's won awards.
He makes artisanal dildos out of driftwood.
dildos out of driftwood, where they're lifelike, yet they're whimsical, and they twist around in interesting ways.
A friend of mine,
How interesting.
this is true, made this friend's dated someone who made artisanal paddles for flogging.
Oh,
Yeah. And
what's an
sells
artisanal
them,
paddle look like?
Like bespoke.
like
you
yeah,
know.
exactly. Like someone tells you exactly what they want.
I want holes in the paddle
That spell a word,
that spell a
whatever
word.
word you want, or that have like red leather on one side and blue leather on the other.
Interesting.
I want it to be made out of rosewood with a good purple leather handle, and it should say on one side stud slut, and the other side should say world's best grandpa.
Don't ask questions.
And in the handle, I want it to have the ashes of my dead pet, so that they'll always be with me, even in sexual situations.
Rex.
My good boy Skipper understood the sensual power of a power exchange.
he was a good boy.
He was a good boy.
And he'll watch over me and keep me safe.
As I'm being paddled raw by my lover.
That's why I wear his collar in memorial.
Or third place in something that you aspire to. So something you really want to do, but you never quite get there.
Always bronzing. You're always bronzing it.
Ooh,
Third
bronze
place
in
is
it.
pretty good though.
Third place is placing.
Yeah, you
Top
are placing.
three.
Depending on how many
Medal.
people. That's the Olympics.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's
You're
pretty
making-
good.
Ryan is unsatisfied.
It's like you'll never be the best. Though.
Do you
Brian is
wanna be the best?
Brian.
Yeah, don't you?
I don't know. I don't.
Don't
Look at this
you, though?
podcast.
Oh, we're the
you-
third best podcast. That's
You're
pretty
saying-
good.
You're saying you wouldn't want to be slightly higher ranked in terms of podcasting?
What's your current ranking on iTunes?
It's down there, man. It's somewhere.
It's third place.
Yeah, we get like the participant trophy for that.
We get their emails.
Do we though?
Yeah, we do.
You said that, but
No, we
like,
do.
do we?
Yeah, we do. We get emails from iTunes.
What do they say?
Hey, this is what's up in the podcasting world.
Hey, you know, it's iTunes. Do you like grapes? This is,
Too bad we're Apple.
I like them Concord grapes myself. This is Henry R. Podcast. I'm head of the podcast division here at iTunes. I've been working here for 245 years.
I remember when podcasts were on telegraphs.
I planted these podcasts with my bare hands.
When Apple bought the Transcontinental Telegraph Line in 1992, I thought, my life is gonna change. But you know, it hasn't.
A really Jimmy Stewart vibe going on here. Well, no.
Clarence, I love your podcast. Damn, Clarence.
You spit mad fire on that podcast.
I love how you freestyle.
I heard you just got sponsored by Lisa Mattresses.
You rap like an angel.
You're spitting hot fire in the church of dance, Clarence. Oh, I was rolling.
Oh, Jimmy Stewart's so hip.
With the kids.
with the kids and the music.
Him and his skinny jeans.
These boys just want their boys' camp where they can drink their Pabst Blue Ribbon. Just let them have their camp.
Mr. Smith goes to Washington. Well done. Well pulled. That was a good pull. Yeah, I think
What is the question?
would you rather be in third place in something that you aspire to, or always be in first place in something that's a little embarrassing? Now, I'm pretty hard to embarrass. I mean, it's happened.
Well,
And
it
usually
would have to be.
involving my parents. Is usually when I get embarrassed.
First place in the mommy loves you. Fuck your siblings.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, wow. That's kind of
The
fucked
entire
up.
world just knows that you have a gold medal in being loved by your mother. Everyone else is like, yeah, my mom doesn't love me as much as Dane's mom because it's official. He won the Olympics at being loved by his mom. Fucking Dane.
Honestly, my bio mom, her favorite, it's Jimmy on this podcast.
That's true.
So.
Yay. I've made it.
He wins.
My other
I
mom's
won that embarrassing award.
Is Brian second?
probably. My other moms don't listen to it, but that's okay.
But if they did, it'd be me.
It'd probably be Jimmy again, or you.
Were you raised? I assume you were raised in a yurt with a family of 7 lesbian
right.
moms.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
about
what
right.
happened
Yeah.
in Petaluma? Probably. Is that
Yeah. I don't know where Petaluma is. I've never been
It's in
outside
the
of
North Bay.
any town, USA.
past San Rafael?
Interesting.
Where is that?
You've
sounds
really never
boring.
Petaluma? You're so
Never.
soft.
Anyway,
That's a llama that you're very compatible with.
I mean,
It's got a glow to it.
because I'm not embarrassed often. I hate the feeling of being embarrassed, and I think it's been a coping mechanism my whole life to just get over being embarrassed because I hate the feeling so
I
much.
mean, that's good. That's a good skill to
I
have.
mean, I guess so, but there are things that I should be embarrassed about that I'm not.
What was the last time you were embarrassed?
Don't remember.
Fuck.
Like off the top of my head, I don't. But
When
like,
was the last time you should have been embarrassed, I guess, then?
when people ask me how often I brush my teeth, I'm pretty unabashed about how little I brush my teeth. I should be embarrassed about that. I'm not.
Do you floss? Or
You just floss?
Because that would be sort of
I
absurd.
floss every hour, but I've never brushed my teeth.
It's like 50-50. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I'm a social experiment.
I'm Dane, the social experiment man. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick.
I keep floss knitted through my teeth like grapevines on a trellis.
I have an identical twin. We were separated at birth. He was raised in a cabin by 7 gay men, and he'd only choose twigs for dental hygiene.
Fibrous twigs, but twigs nonetheless. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to pick the embarrassing one. I think being pretty good at the thing that you want to be pretty good at would be pretty good. Yeah. So that's what I say about that.
That's good saying.
Thank you, Brian.
I agree. Like I've I've craved recognition for things I want to be recognized as good at for so long. I think nearing my 40s, being like acknowledged as like third best at something I really want to be good at, I think I would kind of I would count myself as lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then die at
You
45.
wouldn't feel infuriated that you could never get past third?
I think if this was a question you asked me in my 20s, I'd have a very different answer. But I think at this point, I'm kind of going to be lucky to...
Settling for third.
I'm going to be lucky to place in the top 10.
Okay.
In the top at all.
Well,
shall we
What are
say.
you competing in?
You know.
You know,
The one,
you know, Brian, Morgan Freeman didn't win his first Oscar until he was 63. I just made that up.
I'm competing in Morgan Freeman's then.
I'm third in Morgan
place
Freeman.
in Morgan Freeman. You're the third most Morgan Freeman, according to the Olympic Committee.
Who is number 2?
That guy who does animal facts
Oh, yeah.
on YouTube.
Named Borgen Freeman.
Hello, I am Morgan Freeman.
So you're picking the third place one.
I'm picking third place, yeah.
Yeah, Adrian?
How much ass do you think you get from being the best at something?
I don't know what it is.
Even if it's underwater basket
If
weaving?
it's embarrassing, like, does that matter? Or is like, does the whole community want to fuck you?
I think-
like everyone who underwater basket weaves is like, yeah,
I think
I want to be
everything.
near that talent because that'll affect my answer.
I think everything has its groupies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
but
a
like,
very good
do you
point.
get? I feel like the groupies are like exponential. There's a vast difference between first place and third place, right?
I'm saying that, like, yeah, as being like the first place best at whatever the fuck, like, I think you probably got people
You have
who are,
way
like,
more groupies.
I think you've got way more groupies. I think like that people are attracted
third
to that
place.
thing. I think that, like, say the caliber of the groupies are probably not as great as, like, you know, the world's best at something like everybody acknowledges as cool. Like you're like so like, yeah, like the number one best, like, electric guitar player, fucking, oh my god, the groupies, oh my god, like, fucking the champagne of groupies. The number one slide whistle player, probably not getting the best groupies, but getting groupies. Oh yes. Third best slide whistle player, probably not. You know.
I feel like it's tricky too because it has to. I feel like inherently the thing has to just be embarrassing to you, like because it's like embarrassing is.
I think it's probably, you know. I think it's probably
Like, I don't know if it's super universal. Like some people, like I play Magic the Gathering tournaments, and to some people
That's
that might
embarrassing.
be seen as embarrassing, but I'm not, right?
Yeah. Well, like, no, that's the thing. I think that, like, you would attract the people who find that sort of prowess attractive, and I think there's bound to be people for almost anything that find that attractive. But there might not be the coolest people in the world, you know? Kind of.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
actually,
saying.
I think
Yeah.
Adrian just wants anything.
If the
You get something.
I'm very lonely.
You get something, man. You get something.
Very lonely. If anyone wants to move in with me, just do
He
it.
has an apartment in Centerfell,
Oh,
half of a full apartment.
He's
wow.
a curvy blonde woman.
I am a rocking
he's
horse.
a curvy blonde rocking
Don't
horse.
slander me like that,
Sorry.
Dave.
Get it
It's
fucking straight.
it's on the radio, the podcast, so it's no one can tell what I actually look like.
But they can hear the sound of all that wood and creaking.
It's the wood that makes it good.
Hardwood.
That's what my tramp stamp says.
Which would you choose?
I mean, it's so much less cool to be good at something you're embarrassed about. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't. It's just
You want to be cool.
and the groupies that you're gonna get are not gonna be cool either. So yeah, it's like third place in the thing that I like. It seems
Right
like
on.
like a no contest.
Oh, wow. Okay. We didn't even sway you with...
No, because
Any-
as soon as you told me that the groupies would be embarrassing for me to talk to, basically, like,
were,
that these people would just be like, you know what I really love about slide ourselves? And about the way that you slide ourselves?
It's the way you work your tongue.
It goes like,
You're like a thick snake.
Oh, crap.
I think I saw your ad on Craigslist.
Jimmy, which one would you choose?
This is tough because like I'm trying to think. Like I feel like I'm taking third place because like third place out of like whatever the fuck I'm competing in. Like sometimes there's thousands of people in third place. It's pretty good. I don't need to be first. The money is in both.
That's true.
Which is where my head's at.
Yeah. You
But
greedy fuck.
it's not greedy, it's opportunistic.
Excuse
Six
me.
of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah.
I'm not taking money from anyone except for the person who would naturally be third place, which is now me.
The
They
person
get
who just
fourth
got
place.
fucked by magic. Otherwise known as
Is that what
Merlin's lower intestine.
Man, that's the real new name of this podcast. Fucked by magic.
That was the show I was trying to run by the Lifetime Network, and they bought up that fucking Touched by an Angel bullshit. Fucking milk.
I wouldn't watch Fucked by a Wizard way, like 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Touched by an Angel, 0% Touched by an Angel.
Fucking
Fucked by a
goose egg.
wizard.
Fucked by a
every
Wizard.
time.
I'm all in all the time, every episode. I'm on the couch waiting through the commercials.
And then you're out, and then you're in, and then you're out, and in and out, and in and out. Like fucking. Anyway,
Magically delicious.
On Skinamax.
what? So you'd be good at magic.
I'd be what?
You'd be good at Magic the Gathering.
No,
and be third
I
place in
guess,
Magic the
yeah, I
Gathering.
guess that'd be all right.
What would you be for third place in, Adrian?
I think I would be maybe like the third best, like a wild stallion. Yeah, third best wild stallion running across the plains.
So you'd be
to
be
Mick Jagger singing Wild Horses.
You'd be a wooden rocking horse, but you are so good at being a real horse that you would be in
I
contention.
run with the Mustangs across the American Great Plains, circa 1600, but to the soundtrack of Mick Jagger's Wild Horses.
That's layered. Brian, what would you be good at?
You know, the thing I mentioned earlier.
Which thing?
You know, the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Marrying King Arthur.
I guess it'd be marrying King Arthur.
No, the one after that.
Holding down the
Whatever.
castle.
Yeah.
I think I would be very, very good at, I guess, voice acting. That's a real answer. That's not a funny answer.
Third place. Well, it's not a competition.
It is. It can be.
I mean, it's a rat race, but like, are there contests?
It's a competition and only one person can win.
And Brian just
Well, one
went,
thing's for certain: whatever you say, you will be the third funniest thing that's said. So you better care about it.
You know what? No, I'd be the third best podcast, like, of all time. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah, just me. And you guys would be not there.
Backup singers. They'd be backup singers.
We'd be fourth and fifth. You'd be like, man, we're really fucking hanging on to this would you rather magic, but God, the luxuries.
Anyway. All right, everybody. That's our 2-year and 1 week anniversary episode for the Project Koozie crew for another week. And I'd like to thank our good friend and buddy, a rocking horse, Adrian, for coming.
Hey.
That's right. That's what he sounds like. And
That's our guy.
and thank both of you for being here in the tub too. It's been 2 years
And
of
1
doing this and 1 week.
And one week.
I'm doing of doing
Straight.
this.
Never stopping.
We need to
Keep this train rolling, this hot tub train.
We need new water. We promised the hot tub we'd change.
It's champagne.
It is today.
Promises are meant to be broken.
If you have any would you rathers for us, please send them to the PJCcast@gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast, or just throw them at me. Just write them on a piece of paper and just throw them at my head. Do it.
Here's the would you rather dog.
Yeah, that's me.
Lick it up, would you rather dog.
Yum, yum,
Yes,
yum,
you
yum.
love it, don't you?
I
Yes.
do. Bark,
you're
bark.
you're into it.
Bark, bark.
Delicious.
I am that. You can find us all over the internet by Googling
All over the place.
the
We're
PJC
fucking
cast.
wow.
lousy on
Our
it.
fucking SEO presence. Just wow.
We're smattered. But you gotta put cast at the end. PJC cast. Alright? Do it.
People not doing that?
PJC ass.
No, it's just when I just Google PJC, it's a lot of weird things.
It is not a good SEO name.
But put cast there. Anyway.
Put cast there.
Just
Just put a cast there. Cast
Yeah.
your line out like a fisherman would. Like a fisherman's would.
Yeah.
it's the wood that makes it good.
Nice rod, fisherman.
So for the PJC cast, my name is Dane.
My name is Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Adrian the Rocking Horse.
And we'd like you all to have a good night and get home safe. For another 2 years!
After that,
And
all
1
bets
week.
are off.
And 1
No,
week.
wait.
1 week.
That way, wait.
You see, last week was our 2-year anniversary that we forgot. Oh. Hey, what are you doing there, rockin' horse? You rocking around? A
Rocking
Christmas tree?
around the horse.
Well, glad you ended that.
Have a happy horse.
Horse. Rocking horse.
Hey, Adrian, what does it sound like when you rock? Does it sound like eating gummy candies?
No. my mom was a plastic tree. It's past my bedtime.